Okay, so we have already learned all about converting into different bases. So now we're moving into some operations with other bases. So today we're going to be looking at how to add and subtract in other bases. So in this particular activity, we're going to be adding in base 5. So we want to draw pictures to record exactly what we are going to be doing. So, sorry, I'm doing something, grabbing something else right now. Okay. So, for 4, 3 in base 5 plus 2, 4 in base 5. If we asked a little kid to do this type of problem, just like usual addition, we would start by drawing a picture or acting out what 4, 3 looks like. So 4, 3 tells us we have 4 longs and 3 units. And then we are going to add 2 longs and 4 units to our quantity. So I want this done in a very specific way. So you should be modeling each number. So I should clearly be able to see each quantity that is given. I should be able to see where 4, 3 is, and I should be able to see where 2, 4 is. So do not just line them all up into one straight row. I should be able to see both. Then, since you are adding, you would combine these groupings together. So kids would push the units together and they would push the longs together. So with our units, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but we know that in base 5, anytime we have 5 of something, we have to trade it in for the next piece. So we want to be able to show that. So what I like to do is, so I'm just going to circle that I'm taking those 5 and I am trading them in and making them into a long. Okay. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 longs. So again, I should be able to take some of my longs and trade them in for a flat. So then I want to show that somehow. So those are being traded in for a flat. Once you have made the appropriate trades, you should be able to see the answer directly in your picture. You have 1 flat, you have 2 longs, and 2 units. So our answer should be 1, 2, 2, 5. Okay. So again, I want you to draw your picture just like this. Sometimes I have people who are tempted to draw a picture of 4, 3, and then put a plus sign, draw a picture of 2, 4, and then they draw a line, and then underneath that, they just draw a picture of the answer. So that is not what I want to see. If you were actually acting it out with pieces, then you would not just magically put down the answer, you would combine and trade. So I should be able to see the answer directly in this picture. So 1, 2, 2. Okay. Number 2, same thing. 3, 1, 3 in base 5 plus 2, 3, 3 in base 5. So that tells us we have 3 flats, 1 long, and 3 units. And then we have 2 flats, 3 longs, and 3 units. Okay, so we want to add those together. So we want to combine them. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So I would be able to trade 5 of them in for another long. Now I have 5 longs, so I'd actually be able to trade all of those for another flat. And then I have 5 flats that could trade in for a cube. All right, so we're done making all of our appropriate trades. So our answer to this one, we ended up with 1 cube, 1 flat, no longs, and 1 unit. And then we are in base 5, so make sure you put that base label on. Okay. All right, take a minute and try 3, 4, and 5 on your own. So pause the video, and when you are done, then restart the video to check your work. Okay, Oh, I also forgot there was a number 6, so hopefully you tried that one as well. So I went ahead and just started my pictures to save a little time from having to make you watch me do that in a video. So number 3, we have 3 flats, no longs, 4 units, plus 2 longs and no units, plus, oh, I drew this picture wrong. So 1 flat, 2 longs, and no units. So let me fix that. And then 2 longs and 2 units. Okay, so trading, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units. So we could take 5 of them, trade them in for a long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 longs. Could make a flat. And 5 flats will make a cube. So our answer for this one should be 1 cube, no flats. We have 2 longs left, and then 1 unit. So 1, 0, 2, 1. Okay. For number 4, we have 4 longs and 3 units plus 2 longs and 1 unit. So we only have 4 units. We can't do anything with that, so that stays 4. And then if we take 5 units, trade them in for a flat. So our answer for this one should be 1 flat, 1 long, and 4 units in base 5. Okay. Number 5, 1 flat, 3 longs, 4 units with 2 flats, 1 long, and 2 units. So we have 5 units that can trade for a long. That gives us 5 longs, so those can trade in for a flat. And then we're all done with trading, so 4 flats, no longs, and 1 unit. So 4, 0, 1 in base 5. And then finally number 6, let's see, 4 longs and 3 units, plus 2 longs and 1 unit, plus 3 longs and 2 units, plus 1 long and no units. So we have 6 units. So let's do those 5. We'll trade in for another long. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 longs here that can trade in for a flat. And then we have another 5 longs that could trade in for a second flat. So this one we end up with 2 flats, 1 long, and 1 unit. Okay. So the answer to that is 2, 1, 1, base 5. Okay, so now let's flip this page over. So that was page 25. So page 26. Now let's think about subtraction. So we're going to use the base 5 pieces again. So with subtraction, we are going to focus on the takeaway model of subtraction. So there's also comparison subtraction. So in comparison, we would draw one of the quantities, the second quantity, then we'd match the pieces up and then count how many more we have of one than the other. But we are going to do takeaway. So think about if you had 5 apples and then you ate 3 apples, how many are left? You would have 5, and then you would simply take 3 away, and then you would be left with 2. So it's the same idea. So with subtraction, we are only modeling the first number since it's takeaway. So we are starting with 3, 1, 3. So 3, 1, 3. So 3 flats, 1 long, and 3 units. So we need to take away 2 flats, 4 longs, and 2 units. So we can start by taking away 2 flats. So somehow show you are taking those away. Now we have a small problem. So we are supposed to take away 4 longs. But how many longs do we have? We only have 1 long. So in order to be able to take away 4 longs, we have to break this flat back down into the number of longs that it would make. So this flat, since we're in base 5, would be the same thing as 5 longs. So somehow you want to show that conversion to me. Okay, So now that we broke that flat down into longs, we want to take 4 of them away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we have to take away 2 units. So we're taking 2 away. So again, this should all be done within one picture. I should be able to tell what number you started with and the amount you've taken away. And then the pieces that are left will be your answer. So it looks like we are just left with 2 longs and 1 unit. So 313 in base 5 minus 242 in base 5 is 21 base 5. Okay. All right, number 2. We have 232 in base 5, so 2 flats, 3 longs, and 2 units. And we need to take away 1, 4, 3. So we want to take away 1 flat, easy. Then we need to take away 4 longs. So a problem again, we only have 3 longs. So that means I have to break down my flat back into longs. And again, since we're in base 5, that would be 5 of them. Okay, so then take 4 of them away. All right, and then same thing. We're supposed to take away 3 units, but we only have 2. So we need to break one of our longs back down into units. And so there would be 5 units. So taking away 3 of them. So what are we left with? We're left with 3 longs and 4 units. So 232 in base 5 minus 143 in base 5 should be 34 in base 5. Okay, there are 3 more problems, so take a minute, try those out, pause the video, and then restart it when you are finished to check your answers. Okay, so again, I've already drawn our starting number to save a little time on our video. So for number 3, we're starting with 1 cube, 1 flat, 4 longs, and 2 units. So we need to start by taking away 2 flats. We only have 1 flat, so starting off we need to take our cube, break it back down into 5 flats. Okay, take 2 of them away. All right, then we need to take away 1 long. That's not a problem. So take 1 long away. And then we need to take away 3 units. We only have 2 units, which means we have to take one of our longs and break it down into 5 units since we're in base 5. Take 3 of them away. So our answer, what are we left with? We have 4 flats, 2 longs, and 4 units. So answer should be 4, 2, 4. Okay, number 4. We have 2 cubes, 3 flats, 3 longs, and 1 unit, and we need to take away 1, 2, 4. So we need to take away 1 flat, so not a problem. 2 longs, not a problem. And then 4 units, but we only have 1 unit, so this long here, we need to break back down into 5 units. So take 4 of them away. So our answer for this one, we still have 2 cubes, 2 flats, no longs, and 2 units. So 2, 3, 3, 1 base 5 minus 1, 2, 4 base 5 is 2, 2, 0, 4. Or sorry, 2, 2, 0, 2 base 5. Okay. And then finally, we have 4 cubes, 1 flat, 1 long, 2 units. We need to take away 1, 4, 3. So taking away 1 flat, not a problem. Then we need to take away 4 longs. So normally we would have to take a flat and break it into longs, but we don't have any flats. So we have to do this extra step. So first of all, we need to take a cube and make 5 flats so that we can then have a flat to break down into longs. Okay, so now we have to take away our 4 longs. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have to take away 3 units. We currently only have 2 units. So break one of our longs, bring them up here into our 5 units. Take 3 of them away. So our final answer for this one, we are left with 3 cubes. Let's see, we have 4 flats. We have 1 long, and then there are 2 units. So final answer would be 3, 4, 1, 2, base 5. Okay, so that is how we add and subtract in other bases. So for homework, you are trying page 27. So the first 5 are addition problems. The next 5 are subtraction problems. So notice they are more than just base 5. They are other bases. So again, I am just grading on correct answers. So if you want to draw pictures, if that helps you to get the answer, do that. If you think you can do this in a traditional like addition algorithm or subtraction algorithm without showing work, you are more than welcome to do that. So just as long as you are getting the correct answer and knowing what you're doing and knowing how to draw pictures for the future. So page 27 is the homework. So thanks for watching.